Welcome to the King's Chatter. We're here with another episode. Well, today we're doing something different. This is King's Lounge, of course, and of course we brought in the guest Wallace Davis, aka Hood Fame, aka the Culture, aka the Man of the Hour. Man, it's our family member now, man. They used to tell us, "You're the Man of the Hour, man."
Just chilling, man.
This Man of the Hour,
want a
man.
decade. Give him a decade.
A decade.
Yeah.
You know what they say, when you first come somewhere, you a guest. The second time you ain't guest, you family. You open anything in my refrigerator.
Shit, that's how I be.
Well, welcome back, man. For real.
Appreciate y'all.
It's good to see you, man. How you been?
Good to see y'all. Everything good, man. Can't complain. Working, making things happen.
Making things happen, man.
Yeah, man.
I like the sound of that.
Got some good things coming.
Thanks to our last episode, everybody knows things we got going on. Thanks to you.
Hey, we out here, nigga. So, let's do it.
So we normally do our check-ins, man. You know, I'm gonna let somebody else go first this week. You know, I'm good. So I'm gonna let somebody else go for
I
it.
always let everybody else go.
I
Nigga, don't act like you don't do that.
I do.
Yes.
Well,
How you
shit.
feeling,
Well, you
Tommy?
know what?
How you feeling today, my nigga? You doing all right?
I just hit some weed, so I'm a little groggy, but doing good.
Wow.
Hello, everyone. It is I, and I is him.
Let me put this down.
Yeah, it's got interesting real quick.
Real fast. Well, I'm good. You know what I mean? Another work day. You know, this might sound a little crazy, but it's been on my mind. Have you ever took like a drug test or like one of those HIV tests or something like that, and you ain't been doing nothing wild and out or nothing like that, but when you go take your test, for some reason you nervous about the results, and it's like, right, no, I ain't been doing shit. It's like, bro.
Historically, niggas, like, shit can cause a fucked up drug test. They don't take much. You can eat some sesame seeds or some shit like that, bagel,
right?
Shit and fuck your drug test up, right?
I don't want to blame it on racism, but
Niggas don't eat bagels, but I mean, good.
Opioid seeds.
He took a test. He got a 65 on it.
That's it.
So
I wasn't worried about like AIDS and nothing like that, but like
That shit make you
STDs.
nervous.
Yeah, I had a couple scares. Yeah,
It'd be the ones that be.
but it was like okay, cool. Penicillin, nothing that lasts forever. Thank you. Cool.
That's
just saying.
I'm straight.
interesting.
Other than the drug test, how you feel?
I'm good, man. Other than drug test, though, I'm good. You know what I mean? I've been having a better week. You know what I mean? We closer to the football.
Yeah,
it's this weekend.
And I want to apologize to the Niners.
No.
We've been a little tough.
Oh, now we breaking the shit.
No.
We're not gonna fucking apologize. We said what we said.
Okay.
So until February, it's fuck them people.
I gotta ride with these niggas.
It's. I mean, it's not. We're not trying to fight anybody. Don't get me wrong. We just gonna have different views until February. Don't ask me shit because we not gonna sit here unless you want to talk football and say, so had a great play, or did you see the game? It was great and this and that. Oh, we can do that. We can talk fantasy football. We can talk whatever. But don't come over here. The first time I hear bang bang Niner gang. Something's going to tweak in here, and it's going to cause me to say something negative back to you. I just want to let you know that.
I'm just
now.
saying we were a little rough. We were a little rough on them, but
and this time we have more. It's more fortitude behind what we're saying this time because we see what we have. We see the aggression, and if as aggressive as our team gets, the aggressive I'm going to be. I'm just letting y'all know.
Please don't, because
now if we go fucking 3-15, some shit,
I'm gonna still
apologize.
talk shit. I'm gonna still talk shit.
I'm not. I'm
gonna still talk shit.
I know how to take a L.
15
you know
ain't too bad. You got 3 games.
All depending
You got 3 of those.
on the 3 teams we beat. If it's die line, we fucking, you know what I mean? Because like, what was that season? We only won like 3 games, but we beat the 49ers.
We got a few of them. I'm proud
I felt great that year.
It's like Aaron, like, don't take me back. Don't take me back.
Man, we got football coming along. I didn't watch a couple new shows. I actually ran it down to Aaron. And homeboy don't like my new show. So you ever heard of College Hill, the celebrity edition or whatever? You sit at home bored, and you.
I told you that. I told you. It's weird. It's a little strange. I'm not saying.
No, I never got into it. Like, but people be saying like, what's the name of College Hill? I'm like,
So don't nobody watch like reality
No,
TV.
I'm an adult.
nigga, we old. Nigga, we old now.
I don't want to show shame,
Yeah,
though,
you know,
Doug.
man.
We the real old
Just because
man.
y'all at home watching Shawshank Redemption, don't mean everybody can't have a little life. Whatever.
You better stop before you have to go to the bathroom again. Cut it out. He said go like a 6-year-old.
So long as it's not a P test back there, I'm good.
How you doing, Wallace?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, chilling.
Oh, we did that already, huh?
Yeah, he said he has some new
chilling.
shit,
Yeah.
but he got some
Shit
stuff
coming
going on.
Right.
Yeah,
But all I'm trying to see is what's up with the merchandise because we trying to be like you.
I see you.
And
But
but this,
I noticed it.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
You noticed.
yeah.
It's hard work.
Yeah,
No, but it's a little project. Of course, we got our little merch thing. But this is, like I said, a project, man. It's a little trial and error. But I love the work that my lady did.
mm-hmm.
Y'all check her out. But I'm trying to get on 3D print, sir.
I got you, man.
You do your own?
Let's link up. Nah, we got some people. We got a
Okay.
couple of different print pressing up places that we can direct you to. Get a cool little design going. No, that's not
Yeah.
bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
good, but we can get you. We
I
can
have
step
to
it up a
represent.
little bit.
You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I trust you, man. I wore that the hoodie.
Oh yeah,
like
I
2
saw
weeks
you. I
ago.
saw the episode.
Yeah,
you
that
know?
shit, man, it feels like a charm, brother.
You
A
know.
little warm out here. I like the lace too. That was
Yeah.
different. The in and outy. That was pretty nice.
You
know
like?
what I mean?
I'm gonna keep going.
Don't
No,
don't
I
walk
said I
into
wasn't gonna keep going.
Please.
I
said it.
appreciate you appreciating
You
the
positive.
design.
Thank you, because it's different. I
talking
expect
about the
some
hoodie.
shit like that from Thomas.
I wore it one time and I was like, this shit hot as fuck. I took that shit off and put it down.
Well, it's the summer.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know.
you
And
might
it's
wanna
a
wait
sweat jacket.
till-
Yeah.
Well, we had some AC going that day. Like now it's hot. You know what I mean? So I had to pull it out. Of course, I'm a little sweaty, but sometimes the cause I'm trying to be for my culture.
Yeah,
If I'm in there, plug me in.
there you go.
That's a nice segue. I like what you did there for my culture.
I heard you got a new song, or you got a song out, man.
Not necessarily new, but
Yeah.
Culture Vibes?
Culture Vibes. That's
Yeah.
been out for a while. I put it out. We shot the video for it in February,
mhm.
so it's been out for a little while. It's
Hella
been-
mad I didn't get in that video though.
Man, I called y'all. I put it out there.
I ain't getting
You
no
know.
damn coffee.
So for the folks who
Pull
don't
up.
know, like, what's the story behind it, or
Well,
I didn't know nothing about no video, so I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
give me a backstory.
I mean, clearly, I own the culture shop.
Of course.
So that's where I let my daughter actually name it. She called it Culture Vibes. I had a different name for it, but
What was the first name?
I ain't gonna say. It was whack. So when she came up with Culture Vibes, I was like, okay, baby.
Okay.
So Brooklyn,
Okay.
shout out to Brooklyn on that.
Brookie
one.
Brook.
So basically, it's just I wanted to show love to everybody that's been involved in the movement. You know.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, I don't know, you can show some of the video on here, but
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
beginning, I wanted to shout out my team at the shop.
You got a
show
supportive
them some
team
love.
too, man. We seen the love that you received from the first interview and whatnot, man. So I do want to commend the culture.
Hella people came out.
Well,
when
you
we
got
did the
squad on
grand
you,
opening and
brother.
everything.
Oh.
Everybody came out.
That's
Yes,
good.
That
Yeah.
generally happen when you're a
Yeah.
genuine person. Now that,
Yeah.
that type of shit normally
Yeah.
happens.
And
when
I
you
was
get there.
just touching on that, man.
Right.
You true, bro. So I do commend you on that.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy has squad.
right.
Yeah, I love my team. We family. So we built it from the ground up. They was there from the beginning. Helped us bring the dream to reality. Even Aaron's over there. He was over there helping us paint, come up with ideas. So it's definitely a team effort. Nobody gonna make it. Everybody that's self-made, they not self-made. It's always
Right,
a team
right.
of people behind them that's
Yeah.
helping you. So as much
hate
as
that
it might
term,
look
too.
like,
It's another term I just actually thought about when he was saying that, and I want to ask you how you felt about it. I heard the term "weak niggas don't get checks" today, and I was like, where did you get that concept? Like,
You said
what
weak
is
niggas don't get
weak
checked.
niggas don't get checks? So apparently, you got to have some type of aggressiveness about you in order to, I guess, get to the bag, or in order to get your. But it's like,
It's a thing that I guess I don't understand this new culture. I really don't. I'm not a part of it. You know what I mean? I'm
Right.
I'm an old nigga. I'm from my own era. You know, I'm a humble dude. I'm not aggressive or try to be or none of that shit like that. And I take care of my family.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I think social media is, I mean, clearly the most popular thing. The difference between our generation and the next.
Yeah.
And you read these memes, and they live off of them. So they'll see team no sleep. Try not sleep. I guarantee you.
Oh, you feel different. I was up
Yeah,
last night
like-
helping print some shirts, and I felt different this morning.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's where you think that zesty shit came from all day.
Some of that shit is just pop culture, just taken
Yeah.
in the wrong fucking way. You
You see,
know?
everything is an influencer.
Right.
And I seen that like a couple days ago. Of course, the first thing people do when they get up, they start scrolling and shit. I get it, you know, Jet Magazine or you know, Ebony,
Right.
whatever you want to call it. It ain't the same in the bathroom no more.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Nah. The
So you
internet
got
shit.
your phone, bro. You know what I mean? Like you got your phone, you scrolling. I get it. You know, the
Mhm.
first thing I do, check my emails, make sure I ain't missed nothing. Of course, half that shit I don't want to read anyway.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But of course, the first thing you do is you go to notifications and things like that, see what you missed. I'm just checking the news.
Right.
But nowadays, I think people are doing is they trying to see if they made it on the go viral, whatever you want to call it. But I guess I seen the top dream job nowadays is to be an influencer, social media. And I'm like, I'm not disgracing myself for nobody.
Right. I think that term is weird. Like you have to be influential, and like a lot of people, you can't be a follower and be influential. You know what I mean? You kind of got to go by your own
Facts.
thumb. And somebody that wants to influence people to what? You know, to what end? That like it's kind of strange. Like if you are copying somebody online and then you trying to influence, like I said, to what degree?
How you treating yourself?
Right.
If
Who are
everybody
you
doing the same
who
shit.
are you to
They making
for me to
stupid-ass
be
bread
influenced
off
by?
that
You know what I mean?
Because that's what.
they making stupid ass bread. TikTok, all that shit. That's all making like dumbass bread. And I mean, like if a motherfucker can do it, I mean, why not? But I
Making
mean,
money,
but
right.
But
if
to
the
what-
shit could get weird.
what
you know what I'm
end,
saying?
though?
Like the shit.
Because I feel like
what's that dude? Is it Kai?
Kai Sienna.
Yeah,
See, he a streamer.
And see, he's streaming
He
now.
just
but-
entertain people.
but-
I was just about to
yeah,
say,
They don't have to
yeah.
have a network.
Because
So
you
that's
know,
T-Pain
what
but
they do.
that's could still be an influence.
shout out T-Pain.
Definitely
T-Pain
an
just said he
influence.
made
Somebody
money
gonna want to
Twitch.
do the same
Yeah.
thing
But
he's
Kai,
doing.
Kai Cenat is literally himself online. He's
Yeah.
not. He's
Yeah.
not trying to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
anything that he's not. He's not trying to be a tough dude
Like the
when he's not.
mothers get on
Right,
there like,
right, right,
hello,
Right.
I know it is. And then
But
when
you're-
do they still do the shit? Thanks for
Oh
the
my
room.
God, that was
Yeah,
stupid.
thanks for the room.
That fucking
yeah.
AI
They
type
was doing that
thing.
shit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
They don't do that
It
shit.
was
no
like
more?
trying to be like a
Thanks
robot
for
or
the
some shit
rose.
like that.
Thanks
Yeah,
for the rose.
It's weird.
No, now
Yeah.
they're on the shit. Give me my money or some shit like that.
Well, that's just a little trend that's going around.
I don't follow trends though.
I'm sorry, nigga. I
no,
don't either. I just
I'm
know
just-
because
I'm
I be on
just- I'm
social
just saying,
media.
like,
Either way
I
he said
watched
it, like
it.
I don't
No,
follow
but I
trends,
watched
so.
it and it's like, where's the punchline?
Uh-huh.
Like, what's funny about it? Like, I guess you know what I mean.
The
Like,
punchline is that everybody says, "Give me my money." The last person that says it doesn't know that they're not gonna clap for him, and so they be like, "Nigga, clap."
I'm about to say, I seen him on Will Smith, and Will Smith shut down his money. Everybody in the video is down and out.
Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
See, I didn't follow that. You follow that trend.
Oh, this
Damn
man
it.
trying to.
No, but what I saw, one thing about the influencers, the social media. So, pretty much, there's these what I would call vultures, older people that go to these kids that know they can make a lot of money. They say, "Hey, you can come stay at my house. I got a big mansion down in Beverly Hills. You can stay there. It's an influencer house, so each room sort of looks like something different. So it looked like you got your own place.
Right.
It's all nice. Even rented, like if you see somebody with a Louis bag, right, they can pay $300 a month and they'll ship them anything they want. You
Right.
just got to ship it back without no damage to it. So they take their pictures, they got their sunglasses and all the stuff. They package it back up, send it out. But these kids running around here like, Mom, I want this belt.
Right.
$400 belt, $5,000 shoes. They think these influencers really living like that, and really it's
They're
just it's
Yeah.
like the reality show.
and they getting
but-
took.
What's that?
They getting took for all their
They
money
should do
too.
that shit on
Yeah,
Crib.
so they like, oh, this
I
go.
know,
It's just like a record label used to do people.
Yeah,
So they doing
they
it
doing
to
the
the
same
kids
thing.
now.
You remember MTV Cribs used to do that shit? until everybody started finding out that the houses was rented.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Fucking real.
Yeah,
I
a
know
lot of
about
people.
Pimp My
See,
Ride. I didn't know about the mansions. And
That's to
But
me.
it
That's the
makes
problem
sense.
with social media and
Which one?
in the
Which
total.
one were the houses rented?
So MTV Cribs, a lot of those people
Were
were
renting.
Oh,
renting
when
houses.
they was just
So
renting
yeah,
houses.
so
and
they
then
found
like,
out that a
come
lot of
through.
those houses
But
it wasn't
but it was
theirs.
a celebrity there though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until you seen somebody like Redman, shout out Redman, because that dude had the realest fucking house.
Oh
He
yeah,
went to the
yeah,
doorbell
yeah.
and
His
started
house
rubbing
was
them goddamn wires
they was
together.
doing
And I was like, oh
Ella in
yeah,
there. His partners was up in there and the whole
The first thing
nine,
you do is
they-
look
that
at your
shit was
refrigerator.
like-
That's what everybody wanted to do. I think that was like the first trend because everybody was like, oh yeah, I want my refrigerator.
But that was Master P house though, wasn't it? I think he
Yeah.
had that. He
No,
had
some
that.
of them were real. Some of them
some
were
people's houses
Yeah,
were real.
rented,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But I think like Sean Kingston was like the first person who was busted out to having a rented house.
What happened with him? Something happened with him.
But I
Just got
don't.
going
arrested.
bankrupt. I mean, I ain't.
Oh
Allegedly,
shit!
no, for real.
He got arrested for fraud or
Oh,
something like
Him
that.
and his mom.
Yeah.
But
lot of-
allegedly is fraud.
I feel like
We
a
don't know.
lot of celebrities are
Allegedly,
allegedly
Yeah.
getting busted for a lot of shit.
Right.
But you know what? That's the problem that I have with social media is it's just good times. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And it kind of gives a false reality to some kids when they look at it. They look at it like comparison is the devil in my eye.
Right.
When you look at you can like what you have.
Yeah.
The moment you see somebody have something different, you're like, oh shit. Right. I'm comparing my shit to them. And then I look at what I don't have now instead of being content with what I had.
And
But
I'm not.
go ahead.
I was about to say I'm not like hating on we're not hating on social media. It's just a different opinion. Like I said, man, this is our opinion. Like I said,
No,
man.
it's a good and a bad.
Yeah,
To everything.
it's good and bad.
You know,
Like
you can
for
abuse
instance,
anything.
You know, good example is my daughter. You know, I guess trying to like TikTok and things like that. But like I tell her, what's the end game? Like I mean, even with everybody who's doing social media or trying to be an influencer and things like that, what's the end game? Where's your retirement going to be? Where's the, you know, like where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? Like it's fun right now, and that's where the money want to come in. But I can't sit here and say like, oh yeah, you know, go follow your dream, because everybody can't be show speed.
No,
That's when like when you the parent, you see money coming in, and then you put that in the what is that, an IRA? What was you saying? Whatever. Put that
get them IUL. Shit.
IUL.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And throw that money in there and let it keep growing, like until she get 18, and then shit. She
Man,
can do,
like I said,
I mean,
I
I'm
show
just
speed
saying.
different.
I mean, if she doing good in the TikTok shit,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
But
that's good.
but like the problem
money.
with being an influencer is you have to keep up with trends.
Mhm.
And
That right
and
it changes.
my thing with it is you may not agree with every trend, but you still got to do it to stay
Right.
on top.
Right.
So you might have to compromise yourself morally or whatever to do this trend. Or you might have to prank somebody that you normally wouldn't have, or you might have to do something that you normally wouldn't have to keep up with those
Thing
trends.
is,
That's the problem.
and that's where you teaching them the moral part of it. Like, I mean, know what you supposed to do and what you can't do, what's inappropriate. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's something that she want to do. I don't know, cause my son want to stream. He want to game shots. I want to get you a whole little game.
Oh yeah, Twitch is not a problem. You know what I mean?
You know?
That's like I said, T-Pain makes money off that shit. You know what I mean? And I sit there and I do it on weekends when I ain't got nothing, to do. You know, I'd sit there and we'll stream, play NBA or whatever, whoever want to hop on, get fucked up online. But it's like FaceTiming.
Yeah.
But we ain't doing no like dances or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's like I want to see your face when you lose. Talk your shit.
Right.
You had something to say earlier. I forgot. I was like, I meant to.
No, y'all on
Threw
the
the
same
ball.
track of where I was going, but like how you were saying about seeing something, and once you see something, you want that instead.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not even that. I see these filters, and these women they get on there to literally be more pretty than they feel they are in real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that diminish your confidence in real life. So you rush home, or you live on the internet because that's where you complimented at, and that's where people say, "Oh, you're so beautiful." In real life, you don't get a compliment.
Right.
Not that you're not beautiful; it's just that you don't have that confidence in yourself.
That's another thing.
Exactly.
Man.
Beyond the following behind trends is really diminishing these even men. I mean, like you can see all these thick girls, and then the other girls like, oh, I want to be like that, so I got to go get a BBL. Or dude that's he slide money down his arm, so you want to go get some money, not knowing it's all fake money or borrowed money or his homie money and all of this. So the perception of things can mess a lot of people up, and then they find themselves.
And you don't know the downfall. You don't know what they did to get it. You don't know the hard work. If there was just hard work, you wouldn't know that they had to work their ass off to get that money. You wouldn't know if they had to rob somebody to get that. You don't know.
Right.
And the streamer is kind of at a kind of morally wrong if they don't say,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I worked my ass off to get this, and it wasn't easy. It didn't come like this. That's why you got a lot of misguided kids that'll just try to go the easy route, rob somebody, take somebody's shit, or do something like that to just to post a video like that, just to get that to show off and all that stuff.
But not just to put it on the kids.
That's crazy.
To go with what you saying. There's a popular CEO who's found himself in trouble right now. So you say, "Oh, I'm gonna be a producer, director, all this stuff," and you look at this person like, "Oh, he made it. I can make it, right?" But when it come all out, it's like you've been scamming,
Right.
You've been
Yeah.
you've been doing this dirt. You've been you know what I mean? You've been
But
all
see-
this stuff is in your record. So he had to do. You're jealous of something that was made from evil,
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
But by the
So
time
it's
you
never gonna
Yeah.
manifest into
right.
something great for you. It's always going to end a certain way. So
Right.
if you start out wrong, it's going to end wrong for you.
But see, by the time you find out, and that's how I'm looking at it. By the time you find out that so and so has been doing something, bro, you don't already follow behind this dude or whoever you don't follow
Right.
behind. That seed is already planted. You like, oh damn, they got busted for such and such.
Mhm.
But look how you right there with them though. I mean, like now it's like fuck. Now do I gotta clean my shit and do what I gotta do?
Right.
But
Or,
that just shows
or
that
they
shit is
feel
different.
less successful because they like, damn, how you do it?
Right.
But you really got a whole boyfriend back here paying for yours. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? You
yeah.
really doing everything in the devil's mind to get where you at. And this person feels less successful because they think you doing it all on the up and up.
See,
Right.
that's
So,
why people be saying,
this-
man.
The internet, that's why I say it's a good and a bad to the internet.
is.
Social media and to the internet, to pictures. Back in the day, we used to have magazines.
Yeah.
Right.
That's when we find out information. It came slower. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
now, tomorrow, somebody write a song today, they could drop it tomorrow.
Man.
Somebody doing something
Yeah.
yesterday, you'll see where they at tomorrow. Oh, I want to go to that restaurant. Oh, why are they going on trips? And they doing all, not knowing they credit bad,
Right.
not knowing they scamming,
Right.
not knocking nobody. You get it how you live.
It came a long way. I feel like we done came a long
it-
way since Jet Beauty of the Week to OnlyFans. Like
it's fucking way long way. It's so much more sophisticated.
yeah,
Algorithms and shit. You know,
And that's
that
what
shit
I'm
saying.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
and that, it kills
and,
me.
hey, fuck you, Instagram. I'm sorry.
Algorithms.
Trying to block me. Algorithms, whatever the fuck
I
algorithms
just learned that algorithms. Like
But-
1 minute you post bullshit, and I just talked
Fuck
about
you,
this.
Instagram.
I
for
post
that
bullshit, bro,
algorithm.
and you get like hella views on it.
Mhm.
You know your story, or whatever. But then you post something that's like sophisticated.
They're not gonna stop.
You only get like
you know,
3, 5,
Right.
5 views. I'm like, what the fuck is it?
This nigga right here, right? I will look at his page, right? He has a thought provoker.
Yeah,
I look at his page and I'm looking at crazy information, shit that the public needs to know,
Oh,
shit that
yeah.
people should see, and he got 1 like, 2 likes.
don't nobody
But,
want
but
to.
if somebody posts a video of a nigga getting shot in the face or some shit,
Oh, absolutely.
it'll get a trillion views.
And that's
you know what I mean?
my thing is why like it though.
But it's not even liking it, right? Who's it goes to,
Using.
right?
Yeah.
So if you are, when you talk about an algorithm, you talking about like who your videos, and you have no control over it in some sense.
Right.
Who your video is seen by. If you're showing something that is positive or might be against the status quo, then your shit probably won't be seen. And that's a control that YouTube.
Oh, we
that-
can't have them saying that.
Right.
Facebook,
Yeah.
everybody, and
Facebook,
then lawsuits
everybody's
right
doing
now
it,
about it.
Yeah.
So even political, like tampering with the election. So these people go to
Oh, that
them and
shit.
say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you," or you make sure
Mhm.
if anything pop up with these keywords, make sure it's blocked that the mainstream
Right.
won't be able to
Yeah.
see it. And to me, I mean, it's frustrating, but at the same time, that's not my shit, right? So we need to come around and figure out how to make our own platform
Right.
to do what we want to do. Like Isaac Hayes' son, he got a whole platform. He don't do all of that, but it's not as popular as Instagram. But if
Right.
everybody started moving towards that, they'll stop what they call shadow banning your
Mhm.
pages when you're trying to put out good information.
I feel,
But like you
I
said,
don't know.
you can see a
I
whole
don't know
murder,
all this.
but you
Ah,
can't say
right.
nothing
It-
about
it's a lot of
politics.
politics and shit right
No,
now.
because
man.
that sound like that one dude. I forget his name. But the dude be talking about Anunnakis and all that shit. Billy Clark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like that nigga.
Yeah, he's dope. But he was saying like we just like for 40 days just stop paying everything. Like blah blah
See
blah
what the
blah
fuck
blah.
happened?
Don't go to the
100%.
don't and say until we.
That's
did.
it.
And I was like, damn, like niggas stock up and then do that. The fucking economy would go like what? Like
Yeah.
if they really
I was
came
about to
out,
say they turn everything into politics nowadays though. Like and
Everything
they
always
use
been politics.
they and to what Thomas was saying, I do feel like there is some positive to social media. I'm not knocking it because if you want to sit there and network, perfect networking, perfect for
Right.
the everyday shy person who don't want to talk to this person because they don't talk to them or they're afraid to speak. Some people get on here and they have the most confidence in the world to sit there and promote their business, promote who they are, promote whatever. Do what you got to do.
I think you know what I think. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Ain't good.
But I was just thinking about it. I didn't want to forget it. Remember what you were saying. I think COVID was one big ass party for the elites.
You trying to
They all kept getting COVID. We stayed in the
COVID
house.
was
We
a-
didn't get this shit.
COVID
Them
was a
motherfuckers-
money grab if you
Oh,
really want to.
I feel like the pharmacy market was going down and they needed like
It wasn't going down. They get profit. They're profitable every year. But what they did is, if you ever notice, like all the CEOs before COVID, they all quit.
Yeah.
And each CEO, Disney CEO,
Get ready to go on vacation.
Not
nigga.
even that. Not even going on vacation. What they did is they all sold their
Themselves.
shares that they got out of. Right.
Mhm.
Let's say Disney was at its high at I don't even know what the share is. Let's say $1,500 a share, but the CEO has a ton of those shares. He can sell all of his shares, get out of it, and because he knows it's going to go bad. Now all the price drop, and then he buys them back. But he buys them back instead of $1,500. He buys them back at $200 now, and then the market goes back up when COVID is over. All of them did that. It was a ton of CEOs that did it. PeopleSoft, Disney, Microsoft. It was a bunch of heads of these companies that all stepped down right before, and they're like their second in command, third in command. All of them kind of stepped down at the same time before COVID.
Now look at that. You get COVID now. You take your ass to work. You all right? Ain't nothing.
It is on there like that.
It's crazy.
They're like, if you
same
peak now, nigga,
name. You sick now? Take your ass to work.
Right.
But what I was saying was like the politics, and that's what I want to ask you or touch bases. So y'all heard about the 49er receiver Ricky
Purcell.
yeah, getting
Carousel,
shot.
whatever, yeah,
And first of all, it's fucked up.
it is.
One, my condolences. You know what I mean? It's speedy recovery. But one, to get shot for the same city you playing for, one is
Bananas.
fucking serious.
Right.
I actually get traded right then and there. They trade me out as soon as I'm able to get up. Is that I'm good?
to be out there in the
Trade me.
street is crazy.
Union Square.
Like, why would you even be out there? Like, what?
Trade Union
Well, Rolly,
Square.
you can't. There's some.
Why would you even be
but-
out there?
but-
There's other parts of the city that you can go to. They're
It's
higher
Union
class.
Square.
You can.
He wasn't in Hunters Point.
Right.
No, I'm just saying.
Union Square. I'm not
but
saying
I'm
it's
just saying,
hard,
though,
but
but it's different, like, little
if you're
spots
young
where
and
you
trying to
can
hit a
go.
lick, that's where
Yeah.
you go. You don't go to
But
100
no.
Point.
Bro,
Yeah.
you can't tell somebody
Right.
when
They
they're
got
playing for the Oakland Raiders, you only go to you can't even go to Lake Merritt.
They got
You can't go
nightclubs out
nowhere
there, though,
in Oakland.
But why would he even be out there? Like,
He was
I'm
out
saying-
there for autograph signing.
oh, he
Yeah.
was signing out.
So yeah,
So-
and then the youngster ended up being from Tracy, 17-year-old.
Right,
That's
right,
crazy.
right. He was from Tracy.
But
we got to
I
shut this
blame-
down.
I blame the city because
See,
the
that's
city
where I was
is
going.
allowing all this breaking and entering, running
So
stores.
a lot of
and
people
they're
are
not-
going to politics about this.
Yeah,
And-
because you
and-
can't pursue them. They supposedly, if you break into a car, if the police is pulling
That's
down the
Oakland
street,
too.
they're not supposed to pursue this
Right.
person. So this little youngster in his mind, he thinking, okay, I'm out here hitting licks all day,
Yeah.
and they can't pursue me. So if I can snatch this off his wrist real quick, I'm out of here. So that these rules are influencing these kids, like I can have a quick little come up.
Right.
Now knowing that, okay, when you do that, then what? You know
Right.
what I mean?
And when
Then,
you go to the comments of
Like
that,
it's
that's all you see. All blame Gavin Newsom, blame, all the.
I ain't putting it all on him. It's the youngster fault too. It's the parents'
Right.
fault too. It's a lot of people fault. Everybody got. When my kids get in trouble, I tell my wife we 50% of the blame. Whenever something
Yeah.
going down, we 50% of the blame
Right.
because we either gave them the notion that was okay, or we didn't tell them in a manner that they
Thank
understood
you for taking
that that's not.
accountability.
Yeah, you have to.
Right.
So if everybody took accountability instead of pointing the finger,
Yeah.
I'm not just saying
That's your
that's the
fucking
city.
kid.
Yeah, that's your kid. That's your city. You the manager of the city. I don't know boy name from the 49ers, but if you doing an autograph signing and you going to rock a rollie, then you should have the proper security.
Right.
Straight up.
So you call 49, say, hey, I'm going to go do this event, but I need to make sure I'm safe doing it. Do everything even a
And
wreck.
they
Like
gave it to him.
you driving drunk and hit somebody, we
Try that
giving you
shit
services.
on
So
yeah.
Money Mayweather.
we did our part.
With his bodyguards.
Right. But my thing is this: it's like when you have a like I always say this. I say it to people about kids too. Like you don't if you baking some cookies and they come out burnt, you don't yell at the cookies. You know what I mean? You yell at the chef. You know what I mean? Like whoever was back there cooking. Yeah, like I said, like he said, you did something. You didn't make something aware to the kid that this is not the right path to go down. And like I said, we do take responsibility for when our kids make mistakes, and we have to do that even here with this. You know what I mean? So,
Kids or anybody.
Yeah, anybody. You have to. You don't blame the cookies. A lot of times. Now the cookies got. These cookies didn't bake themselves, but
they hungry, bro.
You know?
I don't know what
like cookies.
No,
Right,
I saw a saying that says, "Would you blame the wind for making a mess when you were the one that opened the window?"
Right.
So you can't be mad that you played a part in that.
Right.
Right. So you can't blame it on somebody else. So
The
definitely what
wind.
he's saying.
Fucking Mother Nature, you
No,
motherfucker.
that's actually because it's
Right.
it's
Or
not the
like Mother Nature, like tearing these houses up in places. You like, damn, that shit
Tornadoes and
You
shit.
should not be
That
living
shit's
there.
crazy.
and see
Build
You should
another
be-
fucking house there.
Right, build again and for it to tear it down again. That's
Hey, no, you gotta
clearly
build a
that's what
castle.
tornadoes.
I don't think everybody not taking
get
down a
bunker.
castle.
I don't know what you gotta do.
bunkers or
Don't
whatever.
fucking live there.
right.
You know what I mean? Move closer in. But I don't know people find it. You know what I mean?
There's deer out here.
But
You can't blame nature for being
It is a lot of kids though out here doing the shit. You know what I mean? Especially like cities like Oakland and shit like that. You know what I mean?
It's sad. watching.
And the first thing, like, even I hate watching the news, bro, because it's really nothing but negativity. And you definitely, I don't like starting my day off like that. I just want to. That's just me. Even when I turn the shit on to the Weather Channel, bro, I get depressed. Cause I'm like, bro, who the fuck want to work in 102-degree weather? Like that's not what I'm trying to do. So I turned it off and act like I didn't see it. But
I just talking to my wife about the news, right? But they put us, people that look like us on the news quick. For bipping,
absolutely.
For breaking into stuff, for doing things. The news don't cover that the bank just scammed this person, or they boat. Wells or J.P. Morgan boat got caught with a million keys on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn.
you're only looking at the petty.
Yeah.
Why are you so focused on us and our culture and our
Who got the
we
boat?
know. Huh?
Who has the boat?
Oh, they still got it. JP Morgan still got it. Allegedly. I'm not
got the
this is
boat?
our podcast. But what I'm saying is there's other crimes, higher level,
because we surface.
billions and millions and
We
trillions.
surface.
The Pentagon can't track $2 trillion and $5 billion, and California can't track $2 billion that's supposed to have been for homelessness.
They focus on
but
the
you
person
so
losing their
focused
shit.
on us.
Yeah.
Now, these youngsters that break into these stores, they go get all these watches and jewelry. Where you think they taking it?
Mm-hmm.
To a white. To
Yeah,
another,
they got-
right?
yeah,
because you can't. What you gonna do with it, right?
Yeah.
You say, "Hey, here
Shit
go
ain't
this,
worth
this."
nothing
Okay,
No,
I'll
you
give
sell
you
it.
$5,000.
I'm not buying it.
Get robbed for that motherfucker on the street.
But what I'm saying is, it's a chain
Yeah, it
of this underground world. It's a chain to it.
Right.
So you just want to put us on the news and put us in jail, but you're not tracking it and looking like, oh, he just sold it to this person. One white lady got caught. She was getting black girls to go out and steal makeup and all this stuff in these stores. And she been
Ulta.
reselling it on
taking-
and a millionaire. You know what I mean? So there's a chain to this. So
There's
the
certain
stuff
crimes that
when
they
you look at the
cover.
news and you say, man, that shit just stressed me out.
Yeah.
Or other people who's oblivious to
Yeah.
it, like, look at these niggas still stealing, still
Yeah.
doing the same shit. That's a very
talking
small
about that.
amount of our culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We was talking about that
Who, me?
about my homeboy talking about, remember what's that, Enron and shit like that, because I was like, they quick to cover, like you're saying, shit like, homeboy just robbed Apple store or whatever. But then when that Enron shit broke out, bro, that shut down because everybody else's money's in there.
Right.
You know
What
what
was
I
the
mean?
Enron
Yeah,
shit? Oh no.
So basically, it was like a company. Dude was I guess
forging the books. He was
forging and putting money in his own shit. You know what I mean? And,
Getting people to invest in the company and keeping it. Basically,
He
he was saying that the company
Man,
was super popular, super profitable when it wasn't,
Well-
and he had people investing in it and doing all this shit to
You
it.
just kept the money.
Yeah,
you ever
but
seen movie
it, when
Dick and Jane?
when they found out about it, everybody lost all their pensions, all their 401k
Bro,
shit.
a lot
Everybody
of
lost
people-
all their savings that
A
they
couple
had.
people committed
Right.
suicide, sir. Not that it was a bad
It's a
situation
documentary called "The Smartest Person in the Room,"
Mm-hmm.
and it tells all.
because
I
it worked
it.
for
So
a
what
minute.
happened to him?
He went to jail, now he out, and he got another company in Texas.
Right. And
That's
like
what
It ain't as
happens.
big as Enron.
That's a
He
great.
did
That's a
some
great-
bed time.
financial
Yeah,
crimes
he's
have such a big
With jail.
impact on people, and then
Probably had
it's
some
just
nest
such an
eggs
easy
around
slap on
and
the wrist.
shit.
Because
He
you-
lived in fat
It's,
jail.
I feel
Right.
like
He
it's
just did
harder
his little
to
time and he out.
explain
Wow.
that than it is to explain you robbing them. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
Because when you did that, that's all the time.
Right.
You know, this is what we're talking about. Those people over there, you know, they're thugs. They're you know, this is what they do. Don't come to the city. They're bipping people. But what about those 500K companies or those 500 Fortune 500 companies that's out there? You know what I mean?
and they get over, right?
Bro.
You know who I want to rob? Them motherfucking Indian telemarketers.
Hey,
No, they're Indian telemarketers. They
talking about
outsource
frauds?
from India.
The
Yeah,
ones
the
that try to
fraud
scam
shit.
you?
I would love to fucking act.
You
them.
trying to scam a scammer? That's
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
so. I'm just making it
YouTube
clear
channel
to the
dedicated
Indians
to that,
that
right.
he's not
We love
saying
y'all,
you
man.
guys. He's
Oh
talking about,
no!
He talking about actual
I'm saying
scammers.
the
Them
scammers
dudes.
in the call centers in India.
Yeah.
Because most of that's the ones
Yeah,
out
Aaron
here.
be showing me.
I'm
them
sorry,
on the
my
internet.
grandma's very
On
old,
YouTube.
and they call her all day. So
That shit is scary too.
yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
it
Who
is.
deserve to be scammed? Those people call you that you saved a bunch of money in your car insurance.
Shit.
I'm like,
I did
man.
say that kind of wrong. Huh? Man, I love
No,
my
you
I
started
got
with
it.
it.
Look at my Indian
He's
folks
waiting
right
on
here.
it. It's
What you
almost
mean?
to you like the end. You pause.
We had to,
Yeah.
you had to turn your,
Right.
your
Had
car
to
a little bit.
push
You got to
the
say it a
mic
little
up.
faster. You got to start with scammers.
You trying to get
Yeah,
fucked up, right?
Right.
See,
trying to start
Bill
a
Maher.
war.
gotta
Bill
start
Maher
with-
got a good joke about
Hey,
that.
he's hella
He
funny.
say like how black people curse or whatever. So he'd be like, "Oh, yeah, this Asian motherfucker came through."
Yeah,
and it goes so smooth that you don't hear it. But a white boy be like, "These motherfucking Asians," and you like, "Whoa!"
Just because you're
Before you
saying
can
shit in
finish,
the wrong
yeah,
order.
you
Right.
just said it in the wrong order.
Yes.
You gotta get
gotta
to the
switch it, bro.
Yeah, you gotta switch the words around. You be good.
Bill Burr. Nigga.
Yeah, that's
I
Hey,
said
hey,
telemarketers.
He is
I
funny,
said
bro.
I was going with telemarketers. I was like, hold on, wait. I was like,
He said these Indian motherfuckers. That I'm like, hey,
Right.
Bro.
did I say
Cool with it,
motherfuckers?
bro.
We gotta run it.
But when-
Nah, you
I'm
said
like,
Indian, and then we
Yeah, and I
before
was
you
like,
can get it all the way out.
man,
But-
what the-
But when you look at the news and
Get it
shit
out,
as
though.
a
That
whole,
shit's crazy.
it's all programming, right? And what's scary about social media is that the programmers are losing their foothold on the so say like narrative. You know what I mean? Because before when I was a kid, ABC, NBC, CBS was the only news source that you can follow, right?
Right.
And they can tell you whatever the fuck they wanted to.
Mhm.
They can tell you that this is this, and they normally. Doug shot 3 people over here. He's a black guy. Doug Thomas shot these
murderer.
people. And
Say my name. I got that.
to other
Motherfucker.
people, what it is just program them to now look at anybody that look like Doug to hate him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or to look at him with disdain,
Yeah.
or to be scared of him when he comes out, right?
Yeah.
I think they train.
But they don't
Start.
follow none of the other shit.
We don't.
No.
Axe murderers don't get no fucking no
No.
coverage or nothing like that. It's
I don't
all
even-
programming.
I don't
When-
see a lot of police people like of our color. Like I don't see that many.
There are there though.
I know
but
there's a
yeah,
lot. I know there's
yeah.
a lot, but I'm just saying though. Like I think they kind of, like I don't know, like
But to what he was saying, dude.
I don't know, because sometimes, but no, you know, how you can meet a black dude, but then he just be so fucking like white. I'm just saying. Y'all know if y'all
like his mannerisms.
yeah,
Like he wasn't raised
no, what?
around the
No,
culture.
dude, I wouldn't do that. Yeah, the fuck.
Are you talking about a black
a black
cop?
dude?
Oh, just a black dude. Yeah. And what
But
about
I'm
him?
just saying, like most of them is the ones that becoming cops.
No.
I mean,
It's
some
not- yeah,
smart.
a
I mean,
few.
no, I'm just
Yeah,
saying. I know some. That's
I know
why
a
I'm
few.
like, he wasn't
I'm not
like.
gonna give his
he
name,
wasn't-
bro. But it's a couple in Richmond that I grew up with who
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
are police in Richmond. And the first thing I thought to myself was like, why the fuck would you do that? Like, you're from here. We know where your people
That's
live.
probably
and
why
things
they
like that.
did it, though.
No, but
I
at the
mean-
same time, it's like they're looking out for the community.
Yeah.
And that's what I would, that I
to
applaud them.
some degree, though.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You're trying to better, where you're.
I'll say this: like, we had a thing in the shop where we were. I don't want to interrupt nothing.
Yeah,
but
no.
we were talking about if there are any good politicians, and I said hell no.
Any good politician.
Right. So hear me out. So what I said is hell no. And
It's like saying
and
healthy sugar.
Not even that. It's like
Like,
to play that politics game, you have to be corrupt in order to be successful at all. It's a shitty game, right? Same thing with police. A police officer might have really good intentions, but a lot of this stuff comes off when they deal with people when they gotta like if me and you police and you doing something fucked up, I'm not gonna say nothing. You know,
Can I ask you a question?
I will protect you and not say a motherfucking word. You know, I let you keep doing this shit to the people that that you come across. You know what I mean? To play that game, you have to be corrupt in some way,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
at least in a little bit. You know what I mean? Now, if there's good police out there, shout out to you for trying to change the narrative.
There's a
Straight
few of them,
You-
man.
Straight up.
But
Shout out to y'all.
when it comes to like if there's a crime in the neighborhood, they want you to tell on everybody, right? They want you to, hey, well, you should help your community out, tell them this. But when they do something bad, they don't tell on each other. They'll let the nigga do the worst shit in front of them, and they'll try to cover it up just like that.
So I think I got a question. Maybe this is a dumb question, but I think my cousin Wallace can answer this. What is helping your community, bro? Like, what is a good example of helping your community? I'm not talking about the whole, oh, let's just go buy this, or help the old lady across the street or something like that. But when people really give back, and you say that's
Hold on,
a
you don't
good
want to
person.
help old ladies now?
Man, people do that shit
Well,
and
my
post it on
grandma
social
old,
media, man.
But I wouldn't do that.
And if my
I'll
grandma was
go
like,
grab
shit,
the old lady. Just
Like,
finish the goddamn
get your
question.
fucking hands off me, boy. My grandma will shoot you, man.
You asking what's the
Yeah,
question?
what do you
is,
think a good person helping the community? What does that look like?
I mean, I don't think we have communities. Black people don't have. We got the hood. And they call it the hood because they can't spell neighbor. They can't spell neighborhood, so they call it the hood. But my thing is, no. But we don't have communities. Communities consist of resources, right?
Okay.
So you got your hospital, you got your police department, fire department, schools, and they working together in unison. You got mom and pop stores. You don't rob the mom and pop stores.
Right.
You don't steal from your own people. That's the hood. You know what I mean? If you want to build a community, sort of like going back to what Thomas was saying about Billy Carson. Part of that was in my plan of how to change a community, right? So I'm here in Tracy. I can't do it in Oakland right now because I don't think the people in charge of Oakland is doing the right thing to make sure it's safe for people to do things.
Right.
So you got to move it to the next city. But let's say if I'm trying to help the community because if I still believe in the village, the village will raise the children, right? We raise good children, and we will always elevate from there. But if we keep letting them just be on social media and do what they want, we're not gonna raise good-minded kids. They're gonna get old and realize this ain't work out, and I don't even know what to do. So they're gonna go right back to what the petty crimes. But if we go to these communities who's never helped the hood, so you got Safeway in the hood, you got Wingstop, you got all these places that making millions of dollars. And if you say, hey, Shell gas station, we not buying no gas from you. Amco, we not buying no gas from you. We not doing nothing at 7-Eleven. But if I'm talking to y'all and we communicating within the community and say we're not going grocery shopping at Safeway, we're going to the Mexican spot. And we're not buying gas but from nowhere but for here. And they start seeing that in the community like, damn, why are our numbers down this week? We're down $10,000. Next week they down $20,000. And it's trending like, hey, now we shopping at specific places to help our community because we go to them and say, hey, since we come in the shop with y'all, we want y'all to give back to the community. What y'all are willing to provide? Well, we'll fund $1 million in whatever it is that you want to do. This one, we'll give $1 million too. Now, we just did it to 2 businesses, right? Where we primarily need gas and food. We do that to them too. All them other ones gonna start calling before we even had to call them say, look, I want y'all to stop doing it. What we got to do? What are you willing to provide? Oh, we got $500K or we got this. Okay, boom. Now let's get a treasurer and everything. Like we got our own presidency. We don't need the mayor. We don't need people to do shit for us. So we could do it for ourselves. And if we got the money and we got the resources, now we got they calling us like, hey, what's going on? What's next? Y'all got an event? We got this. Okay, you can come over here and get free this, and this for your event. Now we got real resources.
Okay.
Kids I like or other cities seeing it, or a doctor might see it, a lawyer like, hey, I want to come there and get free checkups. I want to come there and get. Now you building a community. You know what I mean? But right now everybody's on this individuality stuff. So in barbering, I love the barbershop vibe, right? So KJ's, the culture, integrity. All of these barbershops.
Smiles, curls and cuts.
Yeah.
Smiling curls and
barbershops.
cuts. Smiling curls and cuts.
No, I'm for the individual
Yeah.
salons where people go do their own thing. But if everybody broke off and did their own thing, they less likely to collaborate with other people because they like, man, I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
And if you keep that trend going, you teaching your kids to do your own thing. But in real life, like I said earlier, nothing happens from one person, right? So we got to be a unit and a team to push some shit forward.
Yeah.
If you're trying to do it by yourself, it's going to be slow progress. You might not even make it there because you didn't reach out and get the resources that you need. So these people that say, oh, I'm going to get my own salon and I'm going to do my own this, they're less likely to be like, oh, Safeway, I need you to do this or this. They're going to keep getting rich and we're going to get poorer and poorer. And by the time our kids are grown, we leaving them nothing. We leaving not even just our kids. I'm talking about the next generation.
Yeah.
They have no hope for nothing because everybody been individuals their whole life.
So the question I have following that then is, are we specifically talking about the black culture or the community as a whole?
I think anytime you look at anything like that, when you talk about community, you have to start with people that look like you first.
Yeah.
But
because when you said like now I'm playing a little advocate a little bit, you know what I mean? Because I'm all for the people that look like who we are, and it's nothing but love here, especially when you go out there. I love looking for people like me, but when you go to looking for people like you, some of these people gonna gyp you. Like we just had a situation going,
that's
just
any business. That's not not unique to black culture.
But I'm not saying that you looking for the hookup, bro. Because ain't nobody. I'm not looking to be like, say for instance, I'm with the Wallace for a haircut. I'm not looking for no $10 haircut, bro. If you gonna charge me $80, man, hook me up.
Right.
But at the same time, like if I go to my boy and he tell me he $40 cut, I'm gonna give him 60. I'm gonna give him 70 because that's the homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, look at me, show up on time when I need you.
Wow. That was interesting. I like the glare that you gave that nigga too.
What I'm saying is like show up for me,
nigga. Did you not see it?
No, he didn't see that.
I drift off and roll La Land, but show up on time when I need you.
But what I'm saying is like again, you got some people out there when you're looking for something, like for resources, and they tell you, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you $350. Oh wait, let me get back to you. It's $550.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it's $750. Nigga, you clearly trying to jip me.
But when I started, right, I was cutting in my house, right. I was cutting kids and all this stuff. When I moved to a shop and I had booth rent to pay, I have to tell people I'm now an official business. I can't hook up as much as I could. If you need something, I could definitely help you.
Right.
But and I'm reliable. I'm on time. I'm all of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you still gonna get people that ask for the discount, that ask for this, and that's totally fine, right? You have every right to do that, and you have every right to say yes or no.
Right.
But that's like an individual business that's on the up and up. We need to support.
Yeah,
right.
I don't mind supporting. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't mind if it's like a clear, like that's a clear picture. That's what we doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I see you trying to do your thing, I don't mind. But it's some people out there, and it's like you clearly trying to fuck me, bro. I mean,
but it's not even that. It's like but see, I always like you have to look at us in business, right?
Yeah.
So like when I open up a store, like if I open up a clothing store, right? Like Wallace sell clothes, right? If let's say Thomas is white, Wallace is black, Thomas is gonna have hookups to where he can get those same clothes for $5 a piece, and he can sell them for $40.
Right.
Wallace gonna get them for $25 a piece, and he got to sell them for. Now he got to make a profit. He got to sell them for higher, right?
Okay.
So it's gonna look different. His stress is a little bit different because he's not getting the same deal that time. So you kind of got to look at that too.
Right.
When we buy shit, we don't have the connection. Right.
Well, I got
my daughter the same way.
Man, I've been a negative. I've been a negative narrative of his stories all day. You know what I mean? Like,
but you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at just how we are treated in business,
right.
but it's to some degree it's our fault too because we don't have infrastructure like that to start with. Right. Okay. We need the nigga on the inside to give us wholesale prices that we can then turn around.
Well, I mean, it's out there.
Price,
we got know, like if we had a good outlet to show the information.
I ain't gonna lie to you,
Because
bro.
it's out there.
We
It's
connected.
out there. I
There's
mean,
some people out there.
well, I'm just saying, like, you know, Wallace got his business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know business. You've been doing it with your daughter. You know what I'm saying? I know business. Cocaine.
Wow.
That's a lie. I'm
Niggas gonna
joking.
take you serious one day, nigga.
I don't think.
And
I'm
when
like
they
the
do,
boy
they
who
gonna think he lying.
I'm like the boy who cried wolf.
But yeah, man, it's like, you know, I don't mind, you know, like helping, you know, like our people. That's my thing, you know what I mean? But
Our people also have to have good service.
I get what you're saying. At the same
I'm
time,
not trying to be negative about it, but there is some people out there who not about that, and they be like,
exactly,
like you know, hey man, I'm clearly about to get over on you, and
So-
it's like, nah, now pride and ego play a thing.
Right.
That's kind of like how we were talking about earlier, how you see some of these other races, you know, they join together, they come together, and they build.
Yeah.
And that's cool and all. You know, I love it. When you go to some of these $1 million mansions and whatnot, you knock on the door, it's like 8 other races living in there, 8 people, 8 cousins. You know, they coexisting. But then we can't get together because nigga, you was using my brush. Nigga,
that's a ploy that was told to a lot of people. It's the same thing as feminism. Feminism, the splitting of the families are kind of one and the same, right?
So you don't think ego and pride is like
But that's what I'm talking about, right?
Right.
So when you look at social media and you see a nigga with a Lambo, right, and you see him standing in the house, a big mansion by himself and shit, you want
start thinking about that $20 you owe me, nigga.
right? Not even that. You want that instead of wanting the community.
Right.
That, like when I was a kid, like we
should love our cousins.
Not
bro.
even that. My mother had a house next door to my grandmother.
Right.
So and behind her house we had a damn near like an apartment built. Like, you know what I mean? So my uncles and shit stayed there. My aunties stayed there. Right. It was like something like 45 fucking kids in one house. You know what I mean? In 2 houses, between 2 houses.
Upstairs, downstairs.
No, it's just right. But what I'm saying is like my aunties, when my mother needed to go to work,
Right.
my aunties watched us.
Yeah.
When
that's
my
community.
right when my grandma had to go somewhere, they took over. You know what I mean?
That's where my mind went when the community thing.
Right.
Bro.
Community starts there, right? But now instead of us being able to sit in one house and all get along, now you go off and get your own place.
Yeah.
You pay $2,500 a month.
Yeah.
He go pay $2,500 a month. He go pay $2,500. I go. That's $10,000 a month right there.
Correct.
That we not putting together.
We struggling.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We all individuals.
But
instead
then you
of
let
being a
petty
family.
shit sit there and you know, that's why people can't coexist, because now you arguing over petty shit. And then when you think about it, it works for like the first month. Oh yeah, we coexist and we doing this. We didn't put our chips in and things like that. But then all of a sudden now it's like, nigga, $10 missing. Now I'm looking at you like, bro, where that money at? You
Right.
I'm like, you shouldn't have got drunk last night, nigga.
and then the words of hatred and shit start coming in. It's like we're the first to demise. But it's like, bro, I don't understand. We can be so strong if we actually
have the biggest buying dollar in America.
Right.
By far. We're the biggest consumers of everything in America as far as consumerism goes. We buy the most clothes, we buy the most cars, we buy and we're in a sense we have the least amount of resources, you know, and we do not pool our dollars together like other races do. If you start fucking with Asians, they're not gonna buy shit from you. If you start fucking with Indians, they're not gonna buy from you. You know what I mean? They're not gonna buy from nothing from your community, nothing that you selling, nothing like that. But let you fuck us over, right? I might not buy from you, but y'all might. You know what I mean? Because this nigga got a deal on this. Because you know what I mean? We look at shit different. Instead of like
R. Kelly,
I'm gonna have to put my shit to the side and pay a little bit more because I'm gonna go to somebody else because they fucked over somebody of my people that look like me. You know what I mean?
That's why I like this area that we live in. We live in a good melting pot, and being a barber,
it's calm too, man.
I cut every race that you could think of. I cut, right?
I see that coming out of all days, man.
And we talk the way we talking now. I talk with my clients, so they see the genuineness in me. You know, so I don't start nothing about money. I'm never trying to just get rich.
Right.
It's rich people who commit suicides. Rich people who can't do nothing. Right. With mentally. So if you start out, like you say, it's going to be some people who going to try and scam and get over and get the edge. Even when you go out to eat, there's always a little bit left on the bill. Nobody want to pay the taxes. You just sometimes you just got to pay it. It's nothing, right?
Bro.
I mean, I'm not about to sit here and argue over petty things, but those type of people, you might not want to start a business with. You know what I mean? But like you say, you do want to start with your own kind because you have that pride in you, right? Because I love black people, I love black women, so I want y'all involved. But I'm looking for my kind, which is kind-hearted, caring people,
Yeah.
not selfish people that's looking out like, oh, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna get over, right? So you got to be careful. But I know I got Punjabi clients, I got Asian clients, I got black, white, Mexican, everybody. So if I started something, if I ran for mayor, they gonna vote for me. You know what I mean? If I say I'm gonna do something, they like let me know where it's at. We have events at the shop every year. It's lit.
For kicks and
And it's everybody there.
Yeah.
It's not no separation.
You probably
it's no separation.
You got squad behind your back, bro.
But it's just the genuineness. You know what I mean? So if you're starting with about money, then it's probably gonna end bad. But if you like, okay,
that's some churches.
Yeah,
but we ain't gonna get there.
So if I got $1 million, what I look like pulling up right now in a Lambo, and he ain't got $1 million.
Right.
Why wouldn't I take that $1 million and say, hey, I'm gonna pay you $100,000 to do this, this, and this? You can do whatever you want on the side. I'm gonna pay you $100K. I'm gonna pay you $100K. You know what I'm gonna do with $1 million in this in my around my own people? So I'm gonna split it up.
And stun on niggas.
Yeah,
right.
I tell this to Sean all the time. Me and Sean, I tell Sean all the time. If I came into a million, I'm not gonna be sitting here flossing and stunting in front of. We in it together. Whatever I do, I'm gonna include him, and I'm gonna make sure he's straight. And that, I mean, he my brother, not by blood, but that's my brother. You know what I mean? And all my blood brothers and everybody else. I'm like, I treat everybody equally. So if you got that, that's who I'm looking for when I say my kind. I'm not talking about just because you black, you in. Yeah. I'm talking about people who can see what I'm saying, understand the concept, and say, look, I ain't paying no rent. I ain't paying for gas. My gas is cheap, all because I'm a part of this. Yeah. If you individual, okay, go get rich and just pay it as it go. Yeah. But we see where that's going. We're in year 2024, and things is looking real sketchy for the American dollar. Yeah. It's looking real sketchy for black people. Yeah. You know what I mean? With the immigration flooding, they're going to start being a priority, and our vote not going to count. They not going to care what we saying. So we still got to look at each other and be like, hey, we got to come together, make sure we doing this, we doing that, we handling our business. Right. But if you go individually or even focusing on race alone, like I say, I got a lot of pride in who I am and who I want my kids to be proud of themselves. But at the same time, I know there's people out there like-minded like me, so I'm not going to exclude this person because of their race. Right. I'm going to bring them in and say, hey, how about you handle this part of that? Or your pops might have a connection. Oh, your dad own a gas station? We only buying from y'all now. And then y'all make sure y'all look out for us so we can do something else. So our food is straight. We done bought a apartment complex. Everybody there straight is funded. Everybody it's plenty of things that we can do. We look at the negative too much, I think.
See, that's gonna come up though.
And it's on the news. It's in our face all the time. It's like negative. But if you really just turn that off and just listen to, like, get together like we getting together and like, hey, what was you talking about? What you think we should do? How can we get that funded? Yeah. You can damn near get your hoodies for free if you do like this and this, and then it come through them. Yeah. And that's from the calm minds though. Yeah, you know
that's
who you're looking for.
Not to cut you off. It's on the calm minds, but it's some people out there, and I done dealt with them, who look like you and me. Mm. And when shit go bad and they find themselves struggling a little bit, when the first thing they do is start throwing motherfuckers off the boat like they Titanic, and it's like, whoa, bro. Like
but that's the difference. Like that's why he said,
like we together. Why are you? But sometimes you don't understand.
But you got to take 50% of that. That problem though, because you allowed that to come into your circle, right?
But it's hard to be 50% problem when some people don't know how to take accountability for what what's going on.
If they don't take it, you got to take your 50%. Like I put myself in this position by allowing this person in my circle. Yeah. So hey, bro, if that's how you feel, hickle your part, hickle my part, and we part ways. We ain't got to be enemies. We just ain't business partners.
I ain't gonna throw you over. I ain't gonna throw you over the bridge. Yeah, we good. Once we get to shore, nigga, it's over.
Some people say that shit all the time. It's like, it's cool. It's cool your demeanor right now, but the real problem when the real shit happened is what do you look like under duress? You get what I'm saying? It's like when shit happens, how you
everything that you say that when you put it in reality, that's when it's time to show and prove. You know what I mean? Like
the shit's sweet now, like they say in relationships.
You say that you love somebody, that don't mean shit to say. When you have to
when the honeymoon stage is over,
right? How we gonna? We have to put action behind your words. Right. That's a difference, right?
Your action speaking loud.
Right. When I like
we broke you out here buying Lambo.
I think a lot like the people at the table, right? I don't give a like. You can ask them. I'll give away free haircuts when you can't tell me you have a problem and then I'll charge you my normal price. I'm not gonna put up with it. You know what I
Right.
mean? I'm gonna my way. It's just time for me in a sense when I give away a cut or something like that. I want to see that you and that's a when you say giving back to the community, it starts with the little tiny shit like that
Right.
too that you can do for your fellow person in your community. I don't give a fuck what nationality, what
Yeah.
race or color or whatever. But if you say you're struggling and you getting cut by me and somebody that I've been cutting for a minute, it's gonna be
Yeah.
right. It's
And
gonna be on the
don't
house.
get me wrong. Like I said, you know, I like me, man. I help anybody in need. Like, you know, whether it's somebody struggling to, like I said, cross the street or do whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm gonna sit here and I'm able to help you out, but sometimes I feel like it's just the geography of where we at. You know what I mean? Because no lie, go to an Essence Festival. That's the best, dude. I went to Louisiana, and black people just talk
Essence
to you,
Festival?
and
Where's
they
that?
are
Louisiana, is it?
New Orleans.
All right,
And
I
people
never
will talk to you. They
get out
hey,
much.
how you doing on the plane? They make you feel
Right.
at home, dude. Most genuine story. We sitting there, me and my lady sitting there walking down the street, man. Dude and his wife in the back of the truck making burgers.
I'm trying to say making love. I was like, oh shit, these niggas out here going
OnlyFans shit
crazy.
you on. No, but they're sitting there making food. You know what I mean? They had the music playing and stuff like that, bro.
He
It looked like an
paused
ambiance.
on the burgers.
They had an
That's what you
ambiance.
did earlier.
Because it was
It's kind of
right.
what you did earlier with the
Yeah.
Indians.
Hey, no, but I got hella excited. Like,
I
You got
know.
excited.
Right.
like
But
making
but at
what?
the same time, they went above and beyond,
Swinging
man.
shit?
Like they was talking to us about basically, you know, life and things like that. You know, making us feel at home. Hey, baby. You know, they pulled out chairs.
How they say it?
Hey,
Don't do
baby.
that.
They're sitting there
Alright.
talking to us, man.
Don't
Making us
say-
feel like they
Don't say that
call
to
us
me ever
family,
again.
call us family and whatnot. You know, it was a cool experience, bro. The burger was only like $6-7, bro.
Right.
But we end up
That's
staying, just chilling and talking to these people, man. And the whole time in New Orleans, people was treating us like that the whole time. It wasn't no. I don't know if it's fake or not, but dude told us, bro, you gotta watch out for them people who still saw you, baby, because they still trying to fuck you up.
Right.
But at the same time, it was nothing but love in New Orleans. And then all of a sudden, you come here, and the first thing you get is hitting the head with a fucking suitcase and a girl mugging you, and it's like, God damn, y'all rude out here, bro.
no,
Like, you
but
know,
it's the different situations, different people. My partner went out to New Orleans first time. He saw somebody get popped in the head
well.
right in front of
You
him.
went at a good time.
I went out there.
You went at a great time.
I mean, but like,
Shout out to
you
London.
can't you can't base like nothing off one experience. You know what I mean?
Right.
Even if it's a good one, like
Which is why I thought to myself, you know, hey, the community start with the children.
Right.
You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie to you.
the community really starts with you. Your mindset in where you live, all that shit, right? It starts with you.
It start with you.
It do.
like Wallace had a vision. I like that. Like, and
Which one? Because this dude got hella vision.
no. But he,
You
I mean,
didn't
he
see
had
him
a
really
vision.
looking at this place?
But no, he had a vision though. No, hey, this would be some crazy shit. But he had a vision, and you know, like going through it, accomplishing. You had a vision, like you know what I'm saying. Going through it, accomplishing. You know what I'm saying. Like I like to see that, and like you said, it starts with you, and it's still with y'all though. Like it's still family orientated, everything. You know what I'm saying. That's dope.
And that's when I say shit starting in the community. That's another thing. You being an example is the biggest shit that you can do. You know what I mean? It's one like if a nigga is sitting back, if a youngster is sitting back looking at like this nigga was cutting in there. It's like the floor wasn't done. The chairs are this way. This is not that way. When he opened, you could see the fucking growth. You know what I mean? And this nigga don't sell dope or shoot at niggas. He ain't talking like that. None of that.
So he was actually touching on actually a good thing. You know, like when you have a vision, keep it right.
Mm-hmm.
But see, when you get to certain communities, all of a sudden now everybody want to be the leader. But then what happens when somebody don't see your vision? And now they see another vision that calls the vision. And now we got a whole fucking problem. Because everybody might not see what Wallace see.
Right.
Wallace might see what, you know, and it looked good. Everybody, you might believe in it, you might believe in it. But Wallace probably, Thomas like, I don't see that shit
It's really the whole aura in him.
I know, but everybody might not feel it.
Being like, if you one of them people that's just, you cool, you calm, collective, my bad, and you just doing your thing, you're not gonna trip off of nobody else, right? So he ain't gonna trip. If I was a hater, the hater don't
Can't
hate,
fuck with
don't
me.
hate,
Right.
don't hate.
Right.
Just back up and be like, yo,
But
say
do you
your
kick
shit.
that person out now?
No, you ain't. I mean, I don't know. Is this person in our community? Like, do I kick him out the community?
It
Like,
ain't
I gotta
about- it-
take that
you don't-
nigga. I go to
This ain't no
Antioch.
coat, nigga.
He gotta go to Antioch.
if all four of us came into something together, or y'all three, this y'all podcast, and Thomas wanted or you wanted to take it a totally different direction, it don't have to be no confrontation. It'd be like, okay, that's cool. Let's round table it, see how it go, see the pros and cons, and we could decide what we're gonna do. At the end of the day, if they say, you know what, you go do your thing, we'll go ahead and continue doing what we doing.
Right.
We'll support you the same way. That way, it's a mutual break. It ain't like this. He trying to take all of this and he
Right.
trying to take all of that.
Yeah,
It don't have to get to that point. You just gotta have. If you can communicate in anything, in any
That's the
relationship,
biggest shit.
whether
And
it's
see-
your wife, your friend, your partner, whatever it is, if you can communicate, you can get anything done and still be successful without them niggas didn't want to do what I wanted to
No,
do. So you
touch
see
on-
me shining now. No.
Touch on what he said though, because he said he got a vision, but he got a vision, but he got a different vision. But the cold part is when you put four people together and you start making shit, y'all gonna come up with a vision. With a vision.
If
That
y'all-
goes
if
with.
y'all mind is-
I mean, I'm
is
just
geared
saying
toward
though,
the right
like if that person if everybody voiced their opinions, I mean, there's no objective. We could be like, oh, okay, blah blah, and then you might find us shit like making a song. We gonna make a song.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, we should put this in here. Oh, we should do this. Like,
But that's the importance of having like-minded people that are like you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
know that if I say something, it's not gonna be met with disdain like you describing. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna be like, fuck this nigga. He want to go this way. I want to go
Right.
there.
Some people like that, bro.
It is, but I'm saying like
why you don't start
if you
with
deal
them.
with like-minded
Yeah,
people. I know that if I say something to you, you're not gonna be like, oh, man, fuck this nigga. This nigga don't know what the fuck he talk. It's
I'm
not gonna
glad
be
you
met
said
with
that because we out of time.
Right.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Oh, we over here talking. My bad.
No,
Char
but
No,
came
we
in.
good.
you start
man.
relationships the same way you do with your lady. If your
Yeah.
lady is against all the stuff that you going against, you can't really think that she gonna. Oh, I don't think you should do that. You don't. Okay,
Then
maybe
it's
we not meant to
yeah.
be. You know what I
Right.
mean? You go
Nah,
your way, I
forever.
go mine. But we can still be friends and be like cordial.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that goes with anybody else and anything that you do. Just
Yeah.
it ain't gotta end in animosity.
I ain't
and
being cordial. I'm
all of
fucking sometimes.
Wow.
That's
This nigga.
that's
how-
why
that's a
he.
good segue to
We
the
gonna
show.
we gonna have to break this up into another segment. We freaking love when you come through, man. You know, it's
Appreciate
always
y'all
like a
having
thought provoker, man.
Right.
Oh,
We
boy.
Thought
didn't even get into the
provoking.
real shit though. We
Hey,
we got
before
into
we
some
cut out,
shit.
before
We
we
didn't
cut
get
out though, because this has, like I said, it's been another session with my boys, man. You gotta hit us with a Robinson, bro. This is normal.
With a what?
He told
Robin.
me he
Hey,
told me to
said he got
rob.
hell of him. He
I got it.
he gonna end our podcast
Pops.
with a Robin.
Yeah. This nigga crazy, but
You forgot it?
no, I didn't.
Got it?
No.
You know him by heart.
Come on.
He's not gonna forget.
Let's go.
What's one he told me today was don't piss down the back of my neck and tell me it's raining.
He told you that today.
Robinson, yeah.
Rob isn't.
Right.
I said it to Brittany.
Don't piss down the back of my
So you
Don't
piss down the
tell
back
me
of my neck
anything.
and tell
You're
me
I'm
basically
gonna
saying
believe it.
you lying to me. Right?
Yeah,
Right.
you're
Okay.
not about to
All right.
throw anything
All
about
right.
think I'm
It's a
believing.
thousand. It's
No,
a
I'm using
thousand
that.
of them, bro.
I'm using that
But
tonight.
it's
Band rehearsal, I'm using
it's
that
valid to this day.
Right.
But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for kicking it with another session of the King's Lounge. You know what I mean? This has been nothing but a blessing kicking it with y'all, man. And of course,
Likewise.
Been fun.
y'all
Yeah.
have a good one, man. And we thank y'all again.
Is that your ending?